This is dedicated / appreciation to the ladies who be holding their man down. To my ladies, it's another one. Yo, T, we got another one. When Walker and the girl Loyalty. Let go. This is real life and feel like a dream. I got an all-star playing on my team. She is all I want, she is all I need.
He is all I want, he is all I need.
Royalty, so you treat her better than the queen. The way she looks, she should be up on a movie screen. She is all I want, she is all I need.
He is all I want, he is all I need.
I don't mean to interrupt, please excuse my manners, but I seen you from afar, I knew I had to ask you. It's a few questions that I have to ask you, so baby please can we talk? I sound like Tevin Campbell. You know the one that you can't let get away, and you look like a fool just to make a stay. That's how it started and it feels like yesterday. We got our issues but I won't have it no other way. It ain't no social media love, we don't pretend. I might buy another ring just to hear yes again. Yeah, they call me win, but with her I'm win. She like the credit, she gon' stick around until the end. She got a vibe that'll drive you crazy, singing that old Tyree sweet lady. She know I'm cheap so she don't try to break me. That's when I go big, baby. Yeah, this is real life and feel like a dream. I got an all-star playing on my team. She is all I want, she is all I need.
He is all I want, he is all I need.
Royalty, so you treat her better than the queen. The way she looks, she should be up on a movie screen. She is all I want, she is all I need.
He is all I want, he is all I need.
But first, I need your how and your how shy. After that, then I need my wife. She my help and she get me right. Gotta keep it real, I ain't with the lies. The rib hold me down, she my gravity. Still get the job done even when she mad at me. I'll take the charge, no battery. She know I protect. It's a battle all week, she my Sabbath day rest. And she got a few gifts that can help with the stress. She raising Rennie, Layla, Hazel, and she blessed me with West. To be honest, she look modest when she put on her dress. That's when I go all in like a shot that go swish. Tan was her voice, she called me her main. When God created her, he was doing his thing. My lady keep me sharper than the prison shank. We on that love and basketball, so we don't say can't. So I just work. This is real life and feel like a dream. I got an all-star playing on my team. She is all I want, she is all I need.
He is all I want, he is all I need.
Royalty, so you treat her better than the queen. The way she looks, she should be up on a movie screen. She is all I want, she is all I need.
He is all I want, he is all I need.
Baby.
You're all I want.
Yeah, you all I want.
And all I need.
You all I need.
You're all I want.
Yeah, I want you know I love it.
And all I need.
Sing it one more time.
You're all I want.
Yes, that's all I want.
And all I
They
need.
hear you in the back. All I need.
You're all I want.
Yes, you all I want.
And all I need.
There you have it. What up, Natty? Make room music. When Walker, loose cannons. So, don't be hitting me up saying, baby, you ain't say I love you back. Baby, do you still love me? Just go ahead and play this track. Cause I don't wanna hear it. I really don't. I done said it. I done told you so many times. The world heard it. And don't you forget it. I came to the conclusion. Alright, man, what you think? Talk to me. There's nothing we can fix in this world. Yo, it's clear if you read this Bible, man. Man, when Christ coming back? You know? Hey, I'ma wait. I'ma sit right here. No, for real. Yeah, I'ma wait. I'm sitting here. Struggle real cause I'm new and it's true. Had to change my ways and the things that I do. The world start tripping when you start wearing fringes. Your friends go missing and your fam won't listen. They say that I changed cause I'm doing things different. Instead of following the pastor, prefer to follow scriptures. Tired of being attentive to opinions. If you insert into the word, you are sinning. Telling me how this world works with no chapter or verse. I done did bad, I ain't trying to do worse. But sir, you can do whatever you like. I prefer to follow these books and wait on Christ. And it's a battle each day. Gotta read his word and do what it say. Make sure I don't sin. Matthew 24:13 and do it to the end. I pray that my family's straight. Be in one accord with his word one day. Until you come back to this place, I'm gonna spread like a cashier when it's closing time. I like the last day in the voting line. Technology so advanced, but we so behind. Closed off to people with an open mind. I can read red letter and they say I'm lying. I know it's bad, but at times I get tired of trying. I be trying to force them to see. In reality, just the past year, they was me. But the best way to help them understand it, seeing my actions, following these commandments. 6, 1, 3, it's a battle each day. Gotta read his word and do what it say. Make sure I don't sin. Matthew 24:13 and do it to the end. I pray that my family's straight. Be in one accord with his word one day. Until you come back to this place, I'm gonna spread your word and do it and wait. Yeah, do it and wait. Do it and wait. Yeah, do it and wait. Come on, and do it and wait. Do it and wait. Do it and wait. Do it and wait.
It's time to put the children to sleep. Grab your strong drink. It's Wild Out Wednesday.
All right, yo, shalom, shalom, shalom to 12 tribes scattered abroad. Shemai, Yasharala, Yahweh Alahayanawa, Yahweh Akkad. All right. So greetings to the 12 tribes. The water to everybody for joining in. Yo, the water, Yahweh, for letting us make it through to another Wednesday. We got to give it up to Yahweh for the strength that he gives us every day. We got the brother Shemai coming in, about to add the brother to the stage. Hey, Shalom King. We got the brother Boaz on the stage. Shalom Boaz.
Are you feeling that one?
Yo, enduring these trials, enduring these tribulations. All praise to the Most High.
All praise.
How about yourself, King?
Enduring.
Hey, that's all we can do.
Just got off this damn plantation, man.
Kind. Hey, yo, that's how you know we the people, man.
Yeah.
In fact, so like today's lesson, just to kind of give a brief intro to it. Y'all seen it, a reproach among the nations. But that's how you know we the people, because of the curses that's on us. And if y'all was been watching, y'all seen the debate that I had with the cat from the Philippines. That dude so disrespectful. I ain't dealing with them dudes no more. Because really it's target practice. I thought homeboy would be more of a formidable opponent than what he was, but that's just it's retarded to keep on debating them people. So that's a wrap with them. But then Milk Monday, Captain Aliyah brought out the video of the pastor, whatever you want to call himself, an apostle.
Mm-hmm.
And he brought out facts on that. So this is really just kind of land me back and off of that. I mean, the Most High, just really set it on my spirit, man, to talk about this, to get this information out. So of course it's Wild Out Wednesday, so we got to get into some news. We got a bunch of clips to show y'all tonight, so I'm not gonna be long-winded at all. I want to give some shout outs. So let's shout out the people first and foremost.
John Allen, shalom. Nadia, shalom. Sister Joan Gilchrist, shalom. Anaraya, shalom. Amariah, shalom. Officer Kadar, shalom. John Allen again, shalom. Denise Smith, shalom. Yaikwab, shalom.
I think that
Araya. Yeah, I
no,
got Araya. Belen Christella Shalom. Soldier Gary Shalom. DTA Twan Shalom. Word Without End Shalom. And Araya Shalom. Zanaya Shalom.
and for anybody who didn't want to drop something in the chat, shalom to you. For everybody who will watch after the fact, shalom to you all as well. And I'm going to greet you with the Shemai. Shemai, Yasharala, Yahweh Alahayanawa, Yahweh Akkad, to all my people out there, to the true Israelites scattered abroad, out there enduring and watching all of this prophecy take place. Man, there's so much prophecy going down.
Yeah.
But right. But let's go ahead. Let's get into some news. First, we got to get, of course, our event in history. Right now, I went back a couple days because we missed it. So I did just want to go back a couple days, and I wanted to get this one because this one kind of stood out to me. And also real quick, because we're coming up on that wicked holiday. Folly Day is coming up. You know, I'm pretty sure if I don't do it, I know one of the brothers is going to do something rebuking our people for keeping this wicked Folly Day that's coming up. Y'all know it's on the 31st. But anyhow, if you could, Officer Shemaiah, go ahead and start reading this article right here.
Colonia, Virginia authorized enslavers to kill enslaved people who resist. On October 20th, 1669, the Virginia Colonial Assembly enacted a law that removed criminal penalties for enslavers who killed enslaved people resisting authority. The assembly justified the law on the grounds that the whatever that word obstinacy of many enslaved people cannot be suppressed by other than violent means. The law provides that an enslaver killing of an enslaved person could not constitute murder because the premeditated malice element of murder could not be formed against one's own property.
So they had the right to kill niggas.
Sound familiar?
Right? sound really familiar. You cannot go to jail or be accused of killing your own property. You know what they called us? They called us 3/5 of a man. It wasn't even an actual considered to be an actual person in their eyes.
I mean, the only thing they do now is just they just say, "I fear for my." They just added, "I fear for my life."
That's it. They add that man, game over, case closed. Oh well, he was in fear for his life.
Slocky, everyone.
Yeah, go ahead, King.
Hey, I think it's a pretty solid precept for what Adawan Shemaiah just read.
Mm-hmm.
The book of Zechariah, chapter 11 and verse 5, it says, "Whose possessors slay them and hold themselves not guilty."
That's the
perfect
precept. That's the perfect one. Because like Shemaiah said, they still do it to this day.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they shooting down brothers, they shooting down sisters. Man, it's nonstop. But like I said, you can't. Who can say that they're a reproach? But us. Anywhere we go, right? But we go look at that, man. We go bring that verse out, and we go. I mean, throw some more daggers into this argument or into people trying to say that we not the people. You know, I think at some point it just becomes willful ignorance where they don't want to admit it. It's just willful ignorance. Because the Bible, for one, the Bible is a book of history. It's a book of prophecy, meaning it's foretelling the future. It's going to tell what's going to happen, and it's telling you what's already happened. So now if you're looking at the Bible and you're reading certain things in it, and you're like, okay, dang, well, the Bible says this, and this was going to happen to these people, and then lo and behold, who does it happen to? It happens to us.
Right.
But then people still want to say, y'all not the people. No, y'all are not the people. You know, it's crazy. It leaves me dumbfounded.
Or Slovakia, or our people is just going on and on as far as like saving the other nations for real.
Exactly.
Like you just gotta include them in everything. Like, when have we ever been included in anything good when it came to nations?
I'll wait. You let me know.
Like, come on, man. I was listening to one of them lives on TikTok, and a brother having a discussion with a sister about stuff like that, where it talks about the Most High having respect to Israel. You know what I'm saying? And how he chose a group of people, like, and people want to argue, oh, it's not like that in the New Testament. And I'm like, obviously nobody's reading Revelations, because when it's talking about the new kingdom that's coming down, it makes it plain as day that it's set up for Israel.
Yeah, they missed the gates of heaven too.
Right.
And Salakia, real quick, I just want to go ahead and put it out there to pray for one of the brothers. Just said that he's in the emergency room. And yo, I want to, and Salakia, because I did not put up the announcements. Yo, that's my bad. But nevertheless, one of our brothers is in the hospital, just got checked into the, he's at the ER, so we want to put up prayers for him. And I do also want to say that we have prayer on every Shabbat. The eve of Friday, so-called, we have prayer. We have a line. If you want prayer, if you just want to be in on the prayers, call into the prayer line. Get on. Hey, Israel, we should be praying. All right. The scriptures say we're supposed to pray nonstop. Right. In the time that we're in right now, we definitely need prayer. Brothers is under attack spiritually, financially, emotionally. Yo, we're going through it, Israel. We're going through it. So again, hey, grab 2 Chronicles 7:14 real quick, Baba Kasha. This is one of my favorite verses. We all are going through something. And I want to give a shalom to my brother, Barzayah, who just came into the chat. Shalom, King. Yabashim Yashab Barakatah.
Well, it's the book of 2 Chronicles, chapter 7, verse 14. If my people, which are called by my name, shall humble themselves and pray and seek my face and turn from their wicked ways, then will I hear from heaven and will forgive their sins and will heal their land.
Right. Hey, so, yo, we need to be in prayer. Man, like I said, there's a bastard dwelling in our land right now. Right. And what's going on over there is it's nothing but prophecy. Right. In fact, let's get that real quick. Grab me the book of Amos, chapter 1, and give me verse 6. What's going on there over in Israel right now is nothing but prophecy. Right. And I've been seeing, people coming out talking about, oh, free Palestine, this, that, and the third. But why do y'all care about Palestine? What Palestine done for us? Has Palestine been behind any movement for the so-called blacks or Native Americans or Hispanics?
Right.
No, they
Wow.
wasn't. But now they want us to all be, free Palestine. What's happening to our people still today? Y'all worried about Palestine, but what's going on over here right now with our people? And y'all worried about, man, people who care less about you. If y'all seen how they treat the blacks that are over there,
Yeah.
I bet you would start singing a different tune.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, I don't like seeing, because one thing, I follow this one dude on IG, and he's always putting up these videos, after the bombings and the dead babies. I don't like to see stuff like that. I don't want to see no dead baby. And like I said, I know the scriptures say, happy shall it be that taking and dash thy little ones against the stone. I'm like, yeah. I can't wait for that day. But that spirit ain't on me right now. I still get affected by seeing dead babies. It messes with me. All that being said, though, it's scripture. The Bible said that this was going to happen. And then for the ones that want to say, oh, well, this has already been fulfilled. Boaz, I want you to grab me 2 Esdras 5:42.
Kind of one.
Let me get the Amos.
There is some that's like that will say, oh, that already happened. That's already been fulfilled. No, there's dual fulfillments to things in the scriptures.
God.
Right? Hey, Boaz, read that.
Kind. It's the book of 2 Ezra, chapter 5 and verse 42. And he said unto me, I will liken my judgment unto a ring, like as there is no slackness of the last, even so there is no swiftness of the first.
Hey, so those judgments, they keep going around. They keep going around. Like it was the last, it's gonna be, or like it's gonna be it again. Read that for me one more time, Baba Kasha.
And he said unto me, I will liken my judgment unto a ring, like as there is no slackness of the last, even so there is no swiftness of the first.
Right? Hey, it's going to continue to happen. It's a ring. It just keeps going around and around and around. So what's happening in Palestine right now, that's prophecy going down. And we're supposed to say all praises to prophecy. At the end of the day, all praise to the Most High.
That's right.
That's prophecy. He said his word would not return unto him void.
Not at all.
And people always talking about pray for peace, pray for peace. No, I pray for the Most High's will to be done.
That's right.
Whatever that may be. Thy will be done in earth as it is in heaven. People say that prayer and don't even think about what they're saying.
Right.
Well, Christians don't even think about the words that they are actually saying when they say that prayer. Right? So this is the Most High's will. Right? Shemaiah, read that for me in Amos.
It's the book of Amos, chapter 1 and verse 6. Thus saith the Lord, for 3 transgressions of Gaza,
For
and
who?
for of Gaza, and for 4, I will not turn away the punishment thereof, because they carried away captive the whole captivity to deliver them up to Edom.
Hey, what they do? They delivered us to the damn Edomites. Right? So what's going on right now? Yo, that's judgment. We pray for the judgment of these other nations. The other nations that took us into captivity, the other nations that sold us into captivity. We pray for judgment.
God. Let me read verse 7.
Come on, bring it out.
But I will send a fire on the wall of Gaza, which shall devour the palaces thereof.
Hey, what's happening in Gaza right now? Them missiles is tearing their ass up.
Man.
Read that verse one more time.
But I will send fire on the wall of Gaza, which shall devour the palaces thereof.
Right? And that's what's happening. Their buildings, their homes is being destroyed. The Israel been bombing the hell out them dudes, right? Hey, Gary said, raining fire. Them missiles is tearing them up. And like I said, the dude who I follow, all he do is post videos of the destruction that's going on over there. That's it. And Shalom to Adawan Canal in the building.
God, I agree with that post.
Which one?
We said F Palestine.
Oh yeah. God.
Okay.
Right, for real. I mean, that's judgment, man. And you know, he's using those Edomites over there to do it, to exact his judgment. I mean, it's more prophecies that we can get out concerning that, but we gonna keep it moving. Now, this right here, this is I don't know if y'all seen this or if y'all heard about this, about the woman who went out on a blind date and ordered 48 oysters.
God damn.
Y'all hear about that?
No, I ain't heard about that.
All right. So this woman, YouTuber, went out on a blind date with a gentleman and ordered 48 oysters. So this sister right here today, you know what she gets?
Donkey! Donkey!
Right. This is our donkey of the week. All right. So I just want y'all to watch this. Now, the man already told y'all put the kids away because it's Wild Out Wednesday.
About to get
So
real.
I hope there ain't kids around listening to where they can hear it, because some of this language ain't PG-13.
Unmute the mic on the whatchamacallit too, Adawan.
Oh, okay. Con the water.
I ain't know.
Yeah, so today I linked with this nigga I met a few weeks ago out with my friends. This nigga been texting me for weeks talking to himself. Why I didn't block him, bitch, I don't know. But today I was bored and I had time, so he texted me like, can we meet for drinks? And I'm like, yeah, meet me here. They got the best fucking oysters in Atlanta, like hands down. So I'm like, yes, I can get some content. Come on. It's so good. Y'all, when the fourth one came out, he was looking at me crazy. I didn't give a fuck. I'm like, baby, you invited me out. I'm gonna eat, and I was coming anyway. But I ain't gonna lie. No, I wouldn't have did all that, but I did do all that. It was so good. I was not expecting it to be that good. It was just so good. Like I had to. It was so good. So after that, I'm like, baby, what's next? What I'm about to eat? These potatoes, they were so good. And the crab cakes, everything was so good. 10, baby. Why the fuck this bitch ass nigga say he going to the bathroom and never come back? The fuck? I'm like, hold the fuck on. It's been like 10, 20, 30 minutes, bitch.
All right, enough of that. So that's the donkey of the week. Goes out with a dude, orders 48 oysters. 48 oysters, and then expects the dude to pay. Hold on, not just 48 oysters. She went in afterwards and ordered a gang of more food.
I know she got worms eating all them damn oysters.
And did y'all hear her slurping?
Yeah,
Bro.
Man, I would have got up and bailed as soon as I started hearing all that. Man, date over. Hey, Sister Beline said that's more than a donkey. Hey, facts. Facts to that. So now, before we move on, I got another article that I got to bring up, or another video. Now, this happened out here in San Francisco. Now, San Francisco, y'all, is really trash. It is a trashy city. You know, we know that they got the Fruit Loops out there. We know that. But the homeless out in San Francisco is ridiculous right now. It's crazy. I was in the Tenderloin the other day. I was going through the Tenderloin, and it just smelled bad. It stink. You got bums laid out on the street everywhere you look. I mean, some of them are not even in the tent. They just in the sleeping bag, just laying on the middle of the sidewalk. It's crazy out here. But that being said, right, Bazaya, co-sign for me. You know, it everywhere, really. Hey, the brother is not lying. Everywhere. And that's why, I always say after camp, when I get back from camp, I feel dirty. I feel nasty when I come back from camp. It's that bad out there. But I want y'all to see this, because this took the top. But this just goes to show you more so the times that we're living in as well too. So let me go ahead and play this. If y'all could see that caption, convicted child molester sets up camp across San Francisco school with free fentanyl sign. All right, watch this. Oh.
Not a joke. This convicted sex offender set up camp across the street from a Catholic grade school in San Francisco's Richmond district more than 2 years ago. But it was his signs offering free drugs that had authorities moving him out today. And that's only part of this story. Believe it or not, there is more.
Yeah, that's right. The I-Team's Dan Noyes was there, joins us now. What else happened while you were out there, Dan?
There was a lot, and Daniel. I saw the headline in the San Francisco Standard and had to go see for myself. And things got heated today. A parent from the school apparently punching that man in the face.
I've been in San Francisco basically homeless for 26 years.
46-year-old Adam Moore tells me he has lived on the sidewalk across the street from Stella Maris Academy for more than 2 years, and that his sign offering free fentanyl for new users is no joke. Moore says he's just passing on the drugs that other people give him in exchange for blankets and supplies he provides.
They feel bad if they don't reciprocate. So they bring me trash that they've scavenged, things that they think are valuable. Or they give me some of the drugs that they have, which I don't do.
You're exposing grade school kids to this.
Mm-hmm.
This is
now y'all peep that. He said he don't do the drugs, but he out there across from an elementary school with a sign saying free drugs to give to little kids. Yo, grab me Revelation 18. This is crazy. And there was another video. I don't know if it's this one, but I had another one too where they were saying that there was nothing that they can do because legally he hadn't broken a law. And because of the type of sex offender he is, he's not obligated to stay 1,000 feet away from the school.
Oh yeah, I saw that video.
Oh, you seen that one?
Yeah,
it's craziness.
Like he was like a low risk sex offender, something like that. So he wasn't obligated to stay away from the school, like 1,000 feet from the school.
What?
Yeah, something like that.
What? They got a ruling on that? Like,
I didn't know they had levels until I heard it. I didn't know they had levels of sex offender.
Right. So if you high risk,
I've never heard that.
You gotta be at least 1,000 feet away if you high risk.
Yeah. I thought you had to register for the rest of your life, and like you had to stay away from school, parks, stuff like that. Like 1,000 feet from it, you couldn't live near them, and you couldn't go by them. That's what I thought.
So my question is this. All right. So now they gotta do that. How do they monitor that?
I don't know. I
Monitor
really
what?
don't. If they're
Like,
staying away,
yeah.
yeah, because they don't have no monitor on them or nothing like that. I guess it's only if they get caught
Yeah.
around the premises or whatnot.
So basically, they can do the crime again and just get caught. Like,
Do
but
whatever they want.
like, bro.
Right. Hey, no, that's a fact. Low risk. How is that a thing? Exactly. You're a sex offender. Hey, no, but you're a low risk sex offender. So we're not going to hold you to everything that the higher risk offenders. It makes no sense. But read that for me. Revelation 18. Start at 2.
It's the book of Revelation, chapter 18 and verse 2. And he cried mightily with a strong voice, saying, Babylon the great is fallen, and has become the habitation of devils, and the hold of every foul spirit, and a cage of every unclean and hateful bird.
Right, read that one more time. Read the end of that one more time.
I started habitation of devils, and the hold of every foul spirit.
That's what this place is. This place is the habitation of devils.
That's right.
Right? You got that devil right there camped outside of an elementary school. He's not camped outside of a high school. Not that being outside of a high school would be better. He's camped outside of an elementary school with kids as young as 4. Where kids as young as 4 be at. You know, and walking through the streets of San Francisco, you can see anything. You can be walking with your kids and you can see anything. One day, I think I said this one time before, we was on our way to camp and I'm coming off the exit and it's 2 naked Edomites standing on the side of the freeway. Just standing there, everything hanging out. I mean, this place is horrible. This is the habitation of devils. And then people have the nerve to say, God bless America? What? What is there to bless over here besides the actual children of the Most High? This place is wicked. You got men trying to go into women's bathroom. I don't know if y'all seen that video where the transvestite, the transformer, whatever, was trying to go into the women's bathroom, and a woman was standing there fighting with him because she had her daughter, and she said, "No, you're not coming in here."
Yeah, I think he played it 2 weeks ago.
Okay, it's crazy what we're living in. The habitation of devils, and then it says, "And the hold of every foul spirit, and a cage of every unclean and hateful bird." These people out here are hateful. They're unclean. Yo, you can't tell me that we're not in Babylon. Right? This is Babylon, man. And it takes enduring just to deal with the things that go on a daily basis. That's allowed to go on a daily basis.
Like,
the saints, man, are getting worn out by this foolishness. Go ahead.
Hey, just adding on to that, it's like the question raises to the Christian church, like, and you think that Christ is coming back with rainbows, cotton candy, and funnel cake, with all of this type of stuff going on, and it's just supposed to be all is good, everything is all right, everybody gonna be saved.
Right. That's okay. Yeah. All you gotta do is just ask Jesus to forgive you. That's it.
Yeah.
Just ask Jesus to forgive you. And then we go all be in heaven, sitting right next to the man who whipped your great grandmother.
The thing about it, if you believe Christianity, getting to heaven is easy. All you do is have to have faith and believe,
That's
and
it.
you can do whatever you want to do. You don't have to endure. You don't have to do none of that.
You can live as wicked as you want
Yeah.
up until you about to die, and then just say, "Oh, I accept Jesus as my Lord and Savior,"
Yeah.
and you gonna get into the kingdom.
God.
Can be a demon your whole life. Hey, grab this verse that Bartholomew put up in there. That Proverbs 29:2.
That's correct. It's the book of Proverbs, chapter 29 and verse 2. When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. But when the wicked bears rule, the people mourn.
Right? Hey, the world is in mourning right now. The earth is in mourning right now. Everything is groaning right now. They cut down trees, tearing down rainforests. The whole earth is in mourning because the wicked are in rulership. Right? So now I want to bring this up because this is kind of going to start going into, talking about a reproach, us being a reproach. In fact, before we run into that, let's grab Ezekiel 5:14.
It's the book of Ezekiel, chapter 5 and verse 14. Moreover, I will make thee waste and a reproach among the nations that are round about thee, in the sight of all that pass by.
Right? So Israel, the Most High said that he was going to make Israel a reproach. And read that one more time.
Moreover, I will make thee waste and a reproach among the nations.
I want to make you waste and a reproach among the nations. Boaz, can you get that word in the blue letter for me? Baba Kishar. Keep reading.
Among the nations that are round about thee, in the sight of all that pass by. So it shall be a reproach and a taunt, an instruction and an astonishment unto the nations that are round about thee, when I shall execute judgment in thee in anger and in fury and in furious rebukes. I, the Lord, have spoken it.
Hey, the Most High spoke this. Said that we was going to be a reproach. He said the people of Israel was going to be a reproach to all the nations, in the sight of all the nations. In fact, grab Jeremiah 23:40 also. You got to get that. Because you can't tell me that the people that's over there in Israel right now, and Captain Ali, y'all spoke on it yesterday, talking that in Luke 21, where it said that Israel shall be trodden down by the Gentiles until the times of the Gentiles be fulfilled. When I had that debate, I brought up how the Messiah told the disciples that when they saw Jerusalem compassed about by the armies, to flee to the mountains. Right? If we brought up a map, we can see where those mountains was. When they had to flee from King Herod, where did they flee? They flee down into Egypt. Anytime Israelites had to flee, for the most part, where do they flee? They flee into Africa. All right, they fled into a land where people looked like them, to where they can hide out, where they can get away. Now, what I didn't ask that gentleman is, has the times of the Gentiles been fulfilled yet? Because he said that Jerusalem was going to be trodden down by the Gentiles until the times of the Gentiles be fulfilled. So then, if we're going off of the prophecy, and Jerusalem was being trodden down. If they're back in the land, then what he's saying then is that the time of the Gentiles is finished. That's what he's saying. Now, no biblical scholar would say that the times of the Gentiles have been fulfilled. So that doesn't make sense. Read that for me, Shemaiah.
It's the book of Jeremiah, chapter 23 and verse 40. And I will bring an everlasting reproach upon you.
He said an everlasting. This is until the Messiah comes back. The people are still under those curses. And when brothers be like, "Oh, I'm not under a curse." No, brother, you still are under a curse. That curse is like a ring. It keeps going. The Most High said an everlasting reproach.
God.
Read on.
Upon you, and a perpetual shame.
And a perpetual shame. Are these people over there? Are they a reproach to the nations? Ishmael don't like them. But like Adawan brought out on Milk Monday, the president of Egypt said, "Hey, y'all will never have peace because y'all left black, but you came back white."
God.
But even still, nevertheless, they still have all of the Edomite nations, for the most part, maybe with the exception of Russia, still backing them. Specifically, the United States of America. They done gave them billions of dollars on top of the billions of dollars that they already give them to help out in this destruction of Palestine or Gaza. He said, "I'm going to make you an everlasting reproach." Boy, you got that in the blue letter?
You were saying waste, right, Adawan?
What's that? What you got? What'd you get?
I got it pulled up.
Yeah, I'm going to unshare. You go ahead and share your screen.
Kind of Adawan.
Because we are still under all of these curses. The next couple of articles that I'm going to bring up after this is I'm going to show you that we are still living these curses today. What's that say?
All right, so this is waste, and then down here is reproach.
All right, grab that.
Reproach?
Yeah. Come.
So it says reproach. Okay, is my screen showing?
Yeah, you're showing.
Okay. It says the biblical translation: reproach, scorn, taunt upon enemy, taunt, scorn upon enemy, reproach, resting upon condition of shame, disgrace.
Shame and disgrace. Who's shamed and disgrace? The last time I see they made sweaters about blackface or clothes about blackface. The last time I seen, you got models and actors and actresses painting up their faces and acting like they're so-called blacks and mocking us, taunting us. Who's ashamed to all the nations? And all the nations do it. I said before in one class that I watched a video of some Moabites, Chinese commercial. And the commercial was about laundry detergent. Anyway, it's a Chinese woman. She's in the laundry room. She's doing laundry. A black dude comes in, right? Walks over. They start, hugging on each other, playing, and this, that, and the third. and she takes them and then she shoves them into the washing machine. She drops like a little one of them little wash things in there, close it, washes. When she opens the lid, he comes up and it's a Chinese dude.
Okay. I seen that.
Basically saying that he was dirty. Basically saying black people are dirty.
Mm-hmm.
There's some quotes that I'm probably going to bring up next week where they talked about why we're dark, why we have melanin, you know, and these was doctors, so-called, back in like the late 1700s, early 1800s. And this is why they did a lot of things to our people, is because they thought or they related us to animals, and that we was dirty, and that we couldn't think, that our thought processes was on at the level of an animal.
Right.
Okay. Read that again.
The book of Jeremiah, chapter 23 and verse 40. And I will bring an everlasting reproach upon you, and a perpetual shame which shall not be forgotten.
It's not going to be forgotten. Who has the shame of going of their people being in slavery? You know, I think about sometimes like, man, how did our people ever go into slavery to these cats? How did we get put into enslaved by these weak Edomites? That you know, for real, I'll be ashamed about it sometimes.
Yeah.
You know, and especially before I came into the truth, I used to, man, if it came down to where I got to put hands on a white boy for a reason, I used to love robbing him. I used to love licking them. I remember, this might be a little bit too much information, but I remember I robbed this, and my mama listening too. Oh man, I shouldn't even tell this story. I ain't telling it. I ain't telling it.
You're gonna get a phone call after the show.
Yeah, I ain't gonna tell this story. But I'm gonna go ahead and slide into this next video. All right, because this is again going on the curses and how we are a reproach among the nations. Watch this, man. This is really sad. This is something that just took place actually out in Atlanta. I wonder if any of the brothers in Atlanta heard this story or are familiar with this story.
The family of a pregnant mother killed in her parents' driveway says they're relieved that police have made an arrest now. They say that while the suspect was on the run, he was posting on social media and even responding to their posts. Tom Jones live at DeKalb County, where the family says this isn't the first time they've lost a loved one to gun violence.
And Justin, Raisha Hurd was killed right here in her parents' driveway. The family says a year ago they lost another family member to gun violence. They say Raisha helped them deal with that death. And
our family is devastated. Devastated.
The Hurd family is crushed after a gunman shot 31-year-old Raisha Hurd 7 times in her parents' driveway, killing the pregnant mother of 2. Police have charged Justin Lewis, a rapper who goes by the name.
Yo, how depraved of a person do you have to be to shoot and kill a pregnant woman? He shot this sister 7 times. 7 times.
And then went on social media.
Hold on. But I want y'all to hear what he was doing on social media.
A Mad Music Tally with her murder. Raisha's family said he had broken off their relationship because he was abusive.
This is a person who has mistreated her for years.
The family says Raisha was shot in front of her 9-year-old son. They are relieved Lewis is in custody.
I'm just happy that Justin is captured because anybody else to experience this. No other family.
The family says this isn't their first brush with gun violence.
We just buried my brother last year for gun violence.
Raisha was the glue that held everyone together.
that was my rock. She was really helping me heal.
Now she is gone. The family couldn't believe it when they saw Lewis on social media after the shooting, like nothing had happened.
I actually posted that he was wanted and that we were going to find him, and he liked it.
They are now urging.
Yo, she said that the brother went and liked her status after he done shot up and killed her sister. You just got to be a demon to do something like that.
Thanks.
Yeah.
And
get this
then
precept real quick.
And then he killed her in front of her 9-year-old son. Now, brothers was talking about clout. Yo, I don't even know if that's clout, man. That's just sick. That ain't even clout, man. That's just sick. That's demented. My mom just said he murdered his wife years ago too, allegedly. Mama, how you know that? How you know that? Where'd you see that report at? Because I didn't see that report. But if that's true, why was this dude still on the street in another relationship?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, obviously, to shoot someone 7 times like that ain't the first time that this cat done got down on somebody. That's evident. And then to kill her in front of her son on top of that. You know, I'm curious as if she was pregnant with his child.
Mm.
Go ahead, Shamar, get your precept.
Well, this is the precept we keep bringing out. Because the world's coming to the end. The book of Matthew, chapter 24 and verse 12. And because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. Like, people ain't giving a damn no more.
Right.
Like you say about San Francisco. Like, they are wilding out there in San Francisco. I see videos out there of them all the time. With a Bay Area period.
Yeah, it's I was talking with someone up from the city, and it's like, man, yeah, we don't lock our car. You know, we leave our windows down and open so that they don't come and bust out our windows, and you know, because we don't got nothing in there. It's crazy. I've seen videos of them carjacking people in traffic. In traffic, you're in almost standstill traffic. They hopping out the whip, carjacking them, and then riding on the curb to get away, and then getting off on the exit.
What? Damn.
Yo, it's like the Wild Wild West. But read that precept again.
It's the book of Matthew, chapter 24 and verse 12. And because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold.
Hey, the love of many is grown cold. Don't nobody care anymore. You know, even in the church, man, the church is not doing its job. The church ain't doing what the church is supposed to be doing. The church ain't teaching people. The church ain't installing in people to follow the laws of the Most High. You know what Joel Osteen say? Oh, just be good. Just be good. Do good to people. It's madness what's going on.
Yeah.
And then everybody is in love with themselves. Everybody is taking pictures of themselves. You go through the social media feed, what do you see? You see pictures of women just posting pictures of themselves all day long.
Every day. I don't get that.
Every day. Like we didn't just see you yesterday.
I don't get that at all.
Or they posting a picture of them twerking or dancing, or it's crazy what's going on right now. People have become lovers of themselves, like the Bible said. People have become lovers of themselves. Boy, did you have something?
Well, I'm just agreeing that one. I mean, it's true. You hear a lot of stuff where it's like our people. There's people that's pointing out stuff about really about the whole United Nations as a whole, where it's like the other countries, while they over here getting ready for something coming, you know what I'm saying? We over here ain't ready for diddly squat.
Nothing.
And it's getting worse. You know what I'm saying? They getting on the military. They getting on how we protect our so-called United Nations, our White House and things like that. Like they getting on all of that stuff. And the other nations see that and they like, yo, we got them. We got them right where we want them. They weak. They running around being extra effeminate.
Soft.
Super soft. Right? The men out here bearded up with makeup on and dresses, which tripped me out because to be honest with you, I'm like, you know what I'm saying? There's some brothers that need that. You know what I'm saying? Brother need to wake up with the Nehemiah spirit and just start snatching their beards out for real.
Oh man. Should not Nehemiah putting hands on folks.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, you know, but that's like the Most High say, who will fight for me? Hey, who will stand up for the Most High?
Right.
Who will stand up and say, yo, this ain't acceptable? Who's going to talk to our people and get their mind right? Who's going to say something to the young man walking down the street with his pants hanging down off his butt? Who's going to tell that brother, hey, bro, pull up your pants? Or you just go be idle and not say nothing at all. Just be complicit. You know, are you go speak up for the Most High, or is you just go watch everything just happen and be like, oh well, there ain't nobody I know. It's good. Man, sometimes I be having to calm myself down when we be out at camp because I know that I can say something that's offensive to somebody real quick and I really don't care. There's one day we was out there and I said something to a dude and he kept on going and I said something else and now I'm in the mic. Homeboy stopped probably about 100 feet up, turned back, talking about, come here. Come sit up here. I was like, nigga, I ain't walking you. You can come back down here to me. And you know what I'm saying? If it's really like that, you know, of course I'm not trying to invite confrontation. But at the end of the day, what I said was in line with the scriptures, and I'm not backing down off of that. I'm gonna stand on that. And you know, when you're out there speaking and giving this word, you know, it's gonna cut a lot of people. And a lot of people, you know what I'm saying, their demons is gonna go, you know, want to buck up against the word of the Most High. Mm-hmm. But anyway, I went too far left with that. So let me go ahead and play this next video because I want to get one side. So we've seen the dude shooting and killing the woman that he was in a relationship with. Now I wanted to get the flip side of it. And while I get this, go ahead and grab that Deuteronomy 28 and 54.
A Memphis woman is behind bars after police say she beat and shot at her boyfriend. Thanks for joining us. I'm Alex Coleman.
And I'm April Thompson. WREG's Kwamitra Wilburn breaks down what led to that attack in Raleigh.
It was a quiet morning on Ridgemont Avenue in Raleigh. However, neighbors we spoke to who didn't want to go on camera say that peace was disturbed by multiple gunshots over the weekend. Memphis police say 21-year-old Anaya Buford is responsible, and she's now behind bars.
That's what she need to be.
Court documents say Buford's boyfriend was sitting in her car after she picked him up from work when he asked her to take him somewhere else. According to the victim, she told him no, and he took her key fob out of her center console. Memphis police say this reportedly upset Buford, and she started punching her boyfriend in the face. Police say when he got out of the car, she attacked him again and ran his face into the car, busting his lip. And
Yo, you know what's crazy is people, you know, a lot of times they think that domestic abuse only happens to women, but domestic abuse go both ways. Women be assaulting men as well too. But the thing is, most men not gonna come out and talk about it. No man want to come out and say, yeah, my wife abuses me, my girl abuses me. No man wants to come out and talk about that. No man wants to say that. Truth be told, a lot of dudes they were raised to not put their hands on a female. They were raised to not knock a woman in her mouth. So they might restrain her or whatnot. But this is just, again, to highlight the curses that's on our people. You know, and we read verse 54. I said this before. We read verse 54 all the time. But go ahead, read that.
It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 54. So that the man that is tender among you and very delicate, his eye shall be evil towards his brother and towards the wife of his bosom.
So we always, to the start of that, we always say, yeah, you know, the men used to be real tender. You know, we used to look at our brother tenderly. Oh, yo, that's my brother. I love him. You know, yada, yada, yada. But, you know, I look at it from a flip side as well, too. Because even a dude that's like, for instance, maybe soft-spoken, a dude that's really loving, is saying that he gonna have an evil eye as well towards his brothers. So it worked in both ways. Yes, we used to look at our brothers with love, but now we gangbanging. Now we claiming sets. I'm from this set. I'm from the 20s. You know, whatever the case may be, we beefing amongst ourselves. You know, I think that like when we can finally get past this one right here, and the next one too. In fact, boys, grab Zephaniah 2:1. Because right after that, right after it goes into how we are with each other, with our brothers, it said, and toward the wife of his bosom, right? So towards the women. So we got hatred towards our brother, and we got hatred towards our women. It's a curse. It's honest. We can say what slavery did. In fact, I'm going to bring up a video. If you guys ever listen to this woman, I think her name is like Joy DeGroot or something like that. But she talks about how slavery has given us, what is that? PTSD, post-traumatic syndrome. How hundreds of years of slavery is in our DNA and how it affects us. Right? She's wrote a book about it. In fact, it's a really good book, actually, that she wrote. But it's ultimately the curses. We have to break these curses by, and I'm not going to say by any means necessary, but through fasting and through prayer. Through fasting and through prayer. That's the only way we go get these curses up off of us. Keeping the laws of the Most High. Killing the flesh. Killing the old man. Not so quick to jump into our flesh. Not so quick to get angry. We don't show each other the mercy that we want people to show to us. And I'm not just speaking. We always say, when I teach you, I teach myself. I need to work on extending the same grace and mercy to other people that I want extended to me. Why do I go so hard when I'm at camp teaching? Yo, there's a lot of things that I ask the Most High, to forgive me for. I need the Most High to forgive sins. Whether it's giving alms, whether it's out trying to teach this word, whether it's repenting daily. Scripture say a righteous man will fall 7 times. So we're going to fall. But we need to get into the practice of keeping also not just the black letter of the law, but the spirit of the law as well. Finish reading that out for me.
His eye shall be evil towards his brother, and towards the wife of his bosom, and towards the remnant of his children, which he shall leave.
We already know this. This is a milk scripture. Y'all could probably quote it without even opening up the book.
Mm-hmm.
The man's gonna leave his kids, leave his children, who grew up without their daddies in their life. Yeah. Right? He wasn't there. He wasn't around. Who was raising us? Mama, the streets. Hey, a woman can't raise no man. She cannot raise a man. A woman cannot teach a man how to be a man. You know, I posted something earlier on Instagram about it was a sister. The sister was talking about, would you trust or follow a man if he does not, or if he's still learning how to lead?
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Right? And truth be told, sisters, I'm finna ask y'all that's in the chat right now, would you follow a man who was still learning how to lead, was still figuring out how to lead, and be honest? Would you listen to a man that's still figuring it out? Hey, I'm gonna keep it 100, because a lot of us are still learning on the job. We're still learning on the job. Us that grew up without our daddies in the home are still learning on the job. And so now, I always use myself as an example. I grew up without my daddy in the home. I had no male role model or no male, what's the word that I'm looking for? No male to pattern myself after, except for the dudes that was out on the street.
Example,
the water. I had no example of what a man is supposed to look like. My example of what a man was supposed to look like, you're supposed to be able to get money. You weren't supposed to be no punk. You weren't supposed to let nobody talk to you crazy. You're supposed to always keep that thing on you.
Guidance.
You're supposed to be down for whatever. You're supposed to have multiple women. The water says no guidance.
Mm-hmm.
No guidance.
But
and my mother, bless her soul, did her best to raise me, but she could not teach me how to be a man. Go ahead, Shemaya.
I mean, a lot of times that get used against us because we don't know how to lead, be a man like we supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? We still learning on the job, and that get used against us.
Yeah. Facts. Y'all seen the movie Baby Boy, right?
Mm-hmm.
Y'all remember when Yvette was going in on Jody? Or what movie was that? Not Baby Boy. Y'all seen Dead Presidents?
Okay.
All right, y'all remember when what's his name? Curtis was talking to his baby mama. You might as well call her his wife. and he was talking about Cuddy. You know how when he came home, Cuddy was coming out the house, and he was like, "Oh, bringing in the groceries." And Curtis was like, looking at him like, "Nigga, did you just come out of my house?" And Cuddy like, "Oh, look, I gave a little money to Juanita, and Curtis was like, "Hey, nah, we don't need your money." Anyhow, so Cuddy ended up knocking him down the steps, pistol whip him, put the gun in his mouth, and he's like, "I'm not gonna kill you over no woman." Curtis goes upstairs. He in the house. I should get the clip. No, we'll get a strike. Curtis goes upstairs. He's talking to Juanita. She started telling him, "Well, maybe if you get a job and bring in some money like a real man, and really belittling the dude." And Shamai, like you just said, that those things get thrown up in brothers' faces. But that's a curse. That's also a curse. So now we're learning on the job. Really, the sisters is learning on the job as well, too. Because truth be told, most women, although women love to say it, I'm a Proverbs 31. 99.9% of y'all ain't no Proverbs 31 woman. Not saying that y'all not working or striving for it, but y'all not. So both of us, both parties are still learning on the job. We're still trying to beat these curses, overcome these curses, these generational curses that is on our people. Well, women is shooting at they dudes. What would possess a woman to pick up a gun and try to shoot at a man? What would possess a man to pick up a gun and shoot his wife, kill his wife? And it ain't no more sticking together and working things out. It's get into a fight or no, it's done. It's thrown in the towel. The days of where, you seen people together for 30, 40 years and, the husband dying and the wife being there, but she was there the whole time till death.
God, Sister L.
That's right. Facts. And so now we're trying to get back to that instruction manual because we got the instruction manual. We got the cheat code, but we got to follow it.
That's right.
It's one thing to have it, to read it, to be able to throw out them precepts, but it's another thing to start living by it. Applying it. Right?
And we have to be patient with each other too.
Hey, that's a fact. That's a fact. That's a fact. Said the world wants us to be against our men. Yes, absolutely. Go ahead, Boaz.
Nah, but just not to harp on the point, but I had a close friend of mine. You know what I'm saying? She had two little girls that were killed by the father. And I was talking to a family member of hers about it. And he was like, it's kind of crazy. And he was like, the man said, yeah. He was like, but think about what could she possibly have said to him to make him go off and do that? Like she could have said, because of their relationship was done, because of maybe the type of character that he exerted, you know what I'm saying? Maybe a verbally, physically abusive and stuff like that. She's done, and could have said something like, and you won't see your kids or something like that. So he got it in his mind to where it's like, oh, I'm mad now. I ain't gonna see him. You'll never see him again. Kind of thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's unfortunate because it's like we so, like the scripture said, we destroy for a lack of knowledge. Like we don't even know how to think right For real, for real. And as men, like I want Shemaya said, right? Like having patience. Like you should have thought that thought through before going and doing that reaction that you did.
Slack it. You know, a lot of us we still emotional.
Facts. Facts. And men, we supposed to be the logical thinkers, right?
Right.
But it's responses like that where you'll hear somebody say that was an effeminate response. That was a feminine response because that's not how a man's supposed to react. And that's how a lot of our men got into situations where they reacted in a feminine response without thinking of the consequences that got them behind bars.
Yeah.
Now you sitting back here in the cell with Butch, you know what I'm saying? Looking crazy for real.
Yeah. And ain't getting out.
And ain't getting out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because they don't play that because they got some kind of morals in prison. Like you kill your kids, oh no, they finna get at you.
Right.
Hey, one of y'all said we should be proactive instead of reactive. Absolutely. Absolutely. And like I said, at the end of the day, that goes back to, learning on the job. And that goes actually back to my question, because women say that, yeah, I'm submissive and, I'll submit, but that's all great until you don't like something. Then it's no more submission.
Oh man.
Once you don't like something, once you mad, submission is done. It's Rover. All right, but I'm gonna share this, and then we go press on, because I thought that this was really interesting. Again, this sister, she's done a lot of studies into this, and got some books on it. So if you get a chance, definitely go get her book. Check this out.
We have to understand that women were subjugated on one level, men were subjugated on another. Women were subjugated to never trust their men, to only rely on the master. Now you understand, we never forgot. We knew how to protect each other. How many of you saw Sankofa, the movie? You should see that. It's very good. And the discussion is important because in this movie, there is a situation that happens where there's two young slaves. A woman is about 8 months pregnant, and they don't want their baby born in slavery, so they're going to run away. Well, they're caught by the overseers.
All right, I had to mute that up because it got the Marvin Gaye in the background. I definitely don't want us to get a strike, because they will strike us for that Marvin Gaye playing in the background. But you heard what she was saying about how the women don't trust their men. They trust the overseers. And so we see that displayed modernly, where our sisters believe something that a white man will say. Our sisters go to work for the white man, respect the white man. Sometimes having more respect for the white man than they have for their own men at home. And that began in slavery. And I wish I could have let her finish with what she was saying. Maybe, let me see it.
And then the camera shot fades, and you see that the woman, the medicine woman, goes in and she delivers that baby because the baby's almost term. And so she takes that baby, and the next scene, she's rocking the baby. And the man who beat the girl to death, now, they all got to go back to living with each other. Are you following me? We all got to go back to the field side by side after you just beat this woman to death who was my wife. and my sister. And we have to reconcile that. So he comes in, the man who beat the woman to death, and he goes, the baby all right? That baby all right? And the woman says, baby gonna be all right, but you can't come around for a while, okay? Can't come around. And I imagine what happens to him, right? Because they understand to do because the gun was trained on it. But you still can't come around for a while. Because we gotta heal from what you did. How do you do such a thing? Emasculate him to the point where he beats someone to death that he loves. And then to have to look in the eyes of her parents, the people who loved her. And then to have to accept the love from them to you after having done such an act. What does it do to the human spirit? So what I started to look at is the psychology of the beatings and the rapes, because they were done very methodically. So when you take a woman out of a man's bed, that is his wife. You take him out of her bed, his bed, you take her out and you rape her. Not only do you rape her, you give her, pass her around to some of your friends and their children.
Right. So this is what was happening in slavery. You know, we all know this already. And the fact that our oppressors don't like this information coming out, they're trying to change it in the schools, what's taught. They don't want slavery taught. They don't want these acts of brutality spoken of. They want to have the look like they're so, you know, they spoke out against the Palestinians. Oh yeah, that's a horrible act, and we got to stand with Israel, and you know, yeah, they're monsters. I want y'all to see something real quick, since I actually just said that. I want y'all to see this, how this devil, because that's what it is, they're the devil. But I want you to see how this devil is playing both sides. Look at this. You can't tell me that this ain't the devil. It says U.S. announcement of humanitarian assistance to the Palestinian people. President Biden announced today that the United States is providing $100 million in humanitarian assistance for the Palestinian people in Gaza and the West Bank. This funding will help support over 1 million displaced and conflict-affected people with clean water, food, hygiene support, medical care, and other essential needs. The United States provides humanitarian assistance through trusted partners, including UN agencies and international NGOs. I don't know what NGOs is. But how do you give $100 million to the people that you help found? Where Israel getting their weapons from? Where they getting those missiles from?
U.S.
So you right, the U.S. You giving them money to get the missiles, to get the guns, to buy the guns, to get the tanks, to go and attack these people, but then you want to turn around and give them $100 million to help in humanitarian aid. Like we don't got a homeless crisis over here in the United States. Like we don't have people who don't have health care over here in the United States. Like the so-called blacks ain't been given not one penny for reparations. I just want y'all to see how America spits in your face on a regular basis, but we're not a reproach. We're not shamed. that the country that we built it. The country that we built, we can't get no money from, but y'all can go out and give hundreds of millions of dollars to everybody else. They gave hundreds of millions of dollars to Ukraine. I think they gave billions, actually.
Yeah, it was billions.
They gave billions of dollars to Ukraine. They gave billions of dollars to Israel. Now the Arabs, they ain't gonna get the Arabs billions, but they gave them 100 million. They're not gonna get Ishmael billions, but hey, we'll give you 100 million. Y'all can just go throw out this money, trick off this money, but y'all can't give us nothing. And then, like Adam was just saying, got on Kaepernick for kneeling because brothers was getting murdered in the street. Black people, so-called, getting murdered by the police. And so the brother said, I'm not standing for the national anthem. And he takes a knee for it. Y'all ostracize him out the league. But then have the football players to kneel for Israel?
Right.
The hypocrisy kills me. Then they tell us we in debt to justify cutting our reparation. Right, that part. Y'all can easily find money to give to everybody else. But it come to us, oh, we in debt.
Mm-hmm.
You niggas can't get no money.
Right.
Work like everybody else did. Even though we got a 200-year head start on you. Even though y'all suffering from PTSD from all the stuff that's done happened to y'all over the course of 400 years. Work. Even though the wealth gap, I mean, man, yo, we could talk about this on and on and on and on. It goes on. But we're not a reproach. Watch this. I'm going to show you how Israel, our people will cheer every cause. You got Amari Stoudemire coming out talking about F Black Lives Matter if y'all ain't mad over what happened to Israel.
Yeah.
Is Amari Stoudemire saying the same thing about Palestine? About the kids that's been blowed up over there?
Mutilated?
No. But Amari threw that cape on for Israel, though. He threw that, man. He was.
Let's be the Israeli.
Khan, Salaki. The Israeli. You are absolutely correct. Watch this. I want y'all to see how the Israelis treat so-called black people. Because what they call us, cushy. I think they call us cushy over there. Anyway, check this video out.
I had to unmute.
I really enjoyed. I came here for a visit in 1995. I really enjoyed the love, the spirit of oneness that was here in our community in Israel. Coming from America, I just knew that this was the place that I wanted to have children and raise my children.
In 1998, Tovit picked up her entire life in America and moved to Dimona, a small town in southern Israel. Now she's lived here for over 2 decades.
Right, so real quick, Dimona is where they put all the blacks. Dimona, so back in the 60s, you had a group of Israelites leave the United States, say, we know that we Jews, We know that we're the people. They went over to Africa. They was in Libya for a minute. I think it was Libya. And then made their way to Israel. Was over there, Israel. In fact, I got another video where they're going to talk about it a little bit more. I think we talked about it a little bit on this. But anyhow, so they end up getting a certain type of degree of citizenship. But they put them in this city, Dimona, right? They put them off by themselves.
Has had all of her 8 children here, but soon all be forced to leave.
April, I received a letter of deportation with my name on it, as well as all of my children's names. At that time, we were given 60 days, and we were told we would be deported from the land of Israel.
Tovit and her family are some of 51 Black Hebrew Israelites slapped with deportation orders in April. Now, they're fighting to stay in Israel. Black Hebrew Israelites are a community of Black Americans who believe that the West Africans brought over to the Americas during the transatlantic slave trade had belonged to one of the lost tribes of Israel, and that their mission is to one day return to the land they say they were expelled from.
We wanted to find out where our roots lie, and our roots lie here. And our ancestral homeland we consider to be here, literally here in southern Judea. So that's how we identify as Jewish, because we're Judeans. We live here, and we say that that's our tribal affiliation.
Around the early 1970s, Black Hebrew Israelites began trickling into Israel on tourist visas, where they established an urban kibbutz known as the Village of Peace in Dimona. Neither Israel nor any of the state's religious bodies recognize Black Hebrew Israelites as Jewish, disqualifying them from citizenship under the law of return. Agreements have been reached over time, allowing members of the community to gain long-term resident status in return for children serving in the IDF. Now, the Dimona community is thriving 3,000 members strong, but not everyone is reaping the benefits.
We really had wanted to get some resolution on their cases, but we never were able to get the cooperation because different governments came in, and it was such a hot potato, nobody wanted to deal with it, so they kicked it up the road. And so when the...
All right. So that's what the Israelis, that brother has been in Israel for a long time. Khan.
I got a clip out of wine. I'm going to see if I can pull it.
Let me go ahead and take this one down. So that's what the Israelis, the ones that y'all campaigning for right now, the ones that y'all's feeling so bad for. Oh, they got attacked. Hamas attacked them. Hamas attacked Israel. Stand for Israel. Everybody putting up the statuses. Pray for Israel. Pray for Israel while Israel is trying to kick out your brothers and sisters. Talking about we don't recognize y'all as being authentic. Go ahead, play yours, boys. Don't hear no sound.
Slovakia. Why? All right. Tell me if you can hear the sound now.
You can't see nothing.
I mean, can you see the video?
Yeah, kind of.
Like you can see what the people looking like, man. But the way they make it seem like, you know, we just popped up in the in the 60s or something like that. Like, let's keep it a buck, man. You know what I'm saying? So-called Ishman, Israeli, right? You popped up sometime in 1947, 48.
That's right. That's right. In fact, I mean, but that just goes to show you again that there was a remnant of us still there. I've got a video of they call them Afro-Palestinians. I got a video of an Afro-Palestinian, and he looks like Jake. He legitimately looks like Jake. Hey, Voorhees, get up out of here, man. We don't got no time for you. If you want to come in here and really get some smoke, you can get it. But don't come in here with the foolishness. Y'all know this cat?
I don't know who he is.
Oh, okay. Maybe Judah know him. Because I was about to light him up. But anyway, so who's the reproach among all the nations? Is it them? The Most High said that we was going to be a reproach forever. Right? He said that the curses was going to be on us forever. You can look at the whatchamacallits, the how they were saying it, you can look at the you wish people, and they don't have no curses on them. Them being over there is manufactured, it's man-made. Man did that, put them back over there in that land. That's why it's so much fighting over there. That's why the Iraqis are mad. That's why the Palestinians are mad. And all the other Ishmaelites that's over there that don't want them there. They're not supposed to be there. And then how they treat us, how they treat our people. Watch this. I'm going to show one more clip for you. This is I'm just going to play it for you. Salaki. Bear with me just 1 second. There we go.
חייב להיות בפנים! שוטר, אלים, תוריד את המדים! למה? תפסיק לעשות את זה גועל נפש.
Solomon Teka, a 19-year-old Ethiopian Israeli, was shot and killed by a police officer last summer. In March, his family and supporters.
Does that sound familiar? Being shot and killed by a police officer?
Very.
And what they're doing? They're doing the same thing that we do over here.
Showed up at the officer's trial. The officer said the shooting was an accident after he fired at the ground. He faces a maximum of 3 years in prison.
אתם המצאתם את החוק מאסר עולם. זה החוק של רצח. אז איך 3 שנים?
בואו נגיד את כל הקורבנות של הנרצח עם כולם ביחד.
Teka's death wasn't the first to rally the Ethiopian Israeli community. Over the past 5 years, 6 young Ethiopian men have been killed by cops, according to a local advocacy group, leading to huge protests across the country. None of the officers were prosecuted until now. This might sound a lot like the Black Lives Matter movement in America, but for Ethiopian Israelis, their struggle for acceptance is complicated by both race and religion. They're facing injustice in the world's only Jewish state, even though they're also Jewish. Young Ethiopian Israelis like the rapper Teddy Neguse have been at the forefront demanding change. He's best known for the song Handcuff, which became something of an anthem for the protest movement. What are some of the lyrics that you think speak the strongest to people, that resonate with them the most?
אני זה בעיה, אני זה המיעוט, אני זה הסיכון, זה הצבע הלבוש.
אני תעלומה, אז תביאו את הבילוש. אני זה העילה, לא צריך את הצו חיפוש. תצלם בפלאפון, תעלה לפייסבוק.
The music video was based on a real-life act of police brutality. In 2015, 2 police officers were involved in the beating of an Ethiopian Israeli soldier. Neither officer was charged. The visuals are pretty strong.
Yeah, I knew that I need.
Man, it's the same old song. It's the same old song. Hey, what they Digital Underground had this song all around the world.
Same song.
All around the world, same song. Right? Come on, man. Hey, our people are the only people. That's it. It said a reproach among all the nations. A reproach among all the nations. That's because the Israels know everywhere go, we leech off society and turn everything ghetto and violent. Yo, Jason, you want to come up here and have a dialogue, bro? For real, for real. Come up here and have a dialogue. Because otherwise, I'm about to put you on, sit you on timeout, bro. Because I don't really feel like you stupid comments.
Right.
I know you're an Edomite, but it's just proof. In fact, you know what? Let me digress, because that's just proof that we are a reproach among all the nations. Yo, get that Jeremiah 23:40 for me again. Get that Jeremiah 23:40 for me again. This just proves the point.
All right, it's the book of Jeremiah, chapter 23 and verse 40. And I will bring an everlasting reproach upon you, and a perpetual
everlasting shame. An everlasting shame. That's us. We have that everlasting shame to where suckers like this can come onto our platform and make these retarded comments. And they do it in the comforts of their home, behind the keyboard, where they can't get touched. It's easy to make comments like that behind keyboards. Right? Finish that off.
and a perpetual shame which shall not be forgotten.
A perpetual shame which shall not be forgotten. Yo, that's us. You know, we can continue and keep going and grabbing precept and precept and precept to show that we are the people, that we are the children of the living God. We can do that. That's light work. But man, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead. What time is it? We've been on for almost 2 hours, man. So it's been a good day of Wild Out Wednesday. I really wanted to get a Wild Out Wednesday with Mr. Voorhees over there. But like Adawan said, he don't want that smoke. He don't want that smoke. Hey, we don't need no bodies tonight. We don't need no bodies tonight.
Right.
All right. Hey, I'm gonna let you live, Jason. I'm gonna let you live, bro. All right. Hey, but y'all got anything, man? Y'all got anything y'all want to say to the people?
Oh, upon what that statement, what that they said in the video, as far as like the difference with them over there with us, they have an issue where it's like being accepted religiously and culturally as a people. That same demographic we deal with over here as well.
Facts.
So it really ain't no difference, my friend.
That's a fact, man. Come on. And before we shut it down, I did want to just say also prayer. Yo, again, prayer. I don't think we got. Can somebody put the? No, we'll just put it in an announcement.
I mean, I was gonna say if you, I would say this: if anybody is connected to brothers, and has a number, you know what I'm saying, to get contact with any brothers,
or send an email,
or that's the one right there, or send an email to anointedhos@gmail.com, and we'll be able to share the phone number and the passcode. That way y'all could come on Friday evenings. I don't know what time would it be, Adawan?
It's 6 p.m. Eastern Standard. No, Salakia. 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Okay.
So that's 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Western. We're getting on the line. We're sending up the prayers, and trying to provoke the Most High, man.
Okay. Send us an email. anointedhos@gmail.com. That way y'all can get the number and the passcode to get on the call.
Yeah, Con. And last Friday, it wasn't just the prayers. Hey, brothers brought out some mighty scriptures last week too.
Con.
Brought out some mighty scriptures. It was a good time of fellowshipping. In fact, Boaz, I forgot to have you read that Zephaniah 2:1 for me.
Okay.
Let's get that real quick.
Now,
I know that we are somewhat scattered throughout the United States, but the things like this, the internet, these platforms allow us a way to get closer together. Right? My brother in Ohio, my brother in Texas, I'm in Cali, but we're fellowshipping with y'all wherever y'all may be in y'all individual states as well too. So things like this, these mediums allow us a chance to be able to come closer together, right? Even if we can't meet up with each other physically, we can do this. We can get on that prayer line. We can pray. We can come to agree, right? Touch and agree, like they say in the church, right? And send these prayers up, man. And continue to endure. Continue to endure. Continue to press on. Continue to fight the fight. Continue to fight that good fight. Read that for me.
It's the book of Zephaniah, chapter 2 and verse 1. Gather yourselves together. Yeah. Gather together, O nation not desired.
Right? We're supposed to gather together. A nation not desired. Y'all can see that in the videos. Then we're not desired in Israel. They don't want us there. In Palestine, they don't want us there. In the United States, they don't want us here. In Mexico, they don't want us there. Right? In Brazil, they don't want us there.
Mm-hmm.
We are a reproach amongst all the nations. No nation wants us. Right? That's why we have to gather together. Read the next verse.
Oh, Slakia. Okay. It says, before the decree, bring forth before the day pass as the chaff, before the fierce anger of the Lord come upon you, before the day of the Lord's anger come upon you.
Hey, the Most High wants us to gather together. We're supposed to gather. Hey, yo, man, it's a commandment. Gather with your people. Gather with your people. We need each other right now. All the hell that we going through, all the different trials that we going through, all the different tests that we going through, the different things that we have to experience that, man, in our own households, wives and getting into it with their husbands, husbands getting into it with their wives, children acting crazy. We need to gather together. We need to be able to lean on one another. We need to be able to go to our brother and get counsel. Bro, how should I deal with this? Sisters need to be able to go to their sister and get counsel. And I'm talking about wise counsel. Not the nigga counsel. Not, oh, girl, you don't need him. Oh, bro, you need to tell her to she got to kick rocks. No, we need wise counsel in dealing with our situations. Bro, how do I deal with this? Sis, how do I deal with this? Sis, how do you become more obedient? What did you do? Sis, I need you to pray with me. Bro, I need you to pray with me. I'm going through this right now in my family. Bro, I need you to fast with me. I'm dealing with these things right now. On top of everything that we got to deal with in the world. On top of what we have to deal with at our jobs. Sis, why your man got to come home from work and get into it with you after he been dealing with his Edomite boss all day? I mean, it might go vice versa. Home should be a place of sanctuary where y'all can enjoy each other.
Mm-hmm.
It shouldn't be like stepping into the ring. You know what I'm saying? So, and it said, before the Lord's judgment come down upon you. Man, so, yo, we gonna keep on, man, trying to endure. Again, Friday night to prayer night. Sorry, I went left field again. But, yo, we need to become a house of prayer, man. We need to become a house of prayer. And we need to be able to pray with each other and fast with each other, right? So with that, I'm going to yield with that point.
Okay. I got the book of Daniel, chapter 7, and verse 18. But the saints of the Most High shall take the kingdom and possess the kingdom forever, even forever and ever. Stay girded, Israel.
Stay girded. And with that, yo, shalom.
This is not a test.
Black skin, black sauce, black Jesus, black music, 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 black music, black music, black music, black music, black music, black music.